So how do you know what's wrong with a sign? How do you diagnose a sign or troubleshoot a sign? I'm going to show you right now what are the first steps to determine what's wrong with a sign. And before I do that, I want to tell you that there's a lot of things you can do. You can replace a transformer. You can replace a broken section. You can replace a burned out section. So there's several things that you can do to repair a neon sign. The only thing you cannot do is repair the actual glass on a neon sign. That has to be done by a glass bender. But you can take out that broken section or burned out section, take it out of the sign. You can ship it. In this case, you can ship it to me. I fix it. I ship it back to you. You install it back on the sign, and the sign is working again. So I'm going to show you here in this video how to check what's wrong with a neon sign. First of all, we're going to use this sign as an example. There are several things that could go wrong in a neon sign. In this case, about 90% of things that go wrong with a neon sign is that they get broken. That's the majority of the cases. Just like this one, it's broken here in the C. The other thing that could happen is that there's no broken sections, but there's a burned out section, which is almost the same as if it were broken. The other thing that could happen is that the transformer is not working. Or you can have both, a broken section and a bad transformer. So we have to go by steps. What happens to a neon sign when there's a broken or burned out section? First thing you do, you turn it on. And as you can see, it blinks, and I'm going to turn off the light so you can see better. You see that, so you can see better. I turn off the light. You see, this is one of the indications. You turn it on, turn it off, and then turn it on again, and it'll blink. That means whenever you have one of these cases, that means there's something wrong with the neon, either broken, cracked, or burned out. But it also means that the transformer is good. So next step. Now once you see, which section is not lighting up, just by doing this, you can see that the ONA is blinking, so that's good. You see the palm tree also blinking, but you don't see the CO blinking. First, have to check where the electrode from the bad unit is, and then I'm going to put a jumper wire there. Just make sure that jumper wire doesn't touch any part of the metal. And then you go to the other part, to the other section, to the other extreme of the same section, where the other electrode is, and you put a jumper wire between those two, and then you turn it on. And now you see that the rest of the sign is working. That means that the only thing that's not good is the broken section. Now what happens when you have a bad transformer? What happens is that you don't see any blinking at all. You turn it on and there's no blinking, it's completely dead. And that means that the transformer is not good. Now the blinking situation only happens when it's a electronic transformer. It's a different situation when you have one of those old transformers. Some old neon, maybe from the 80s and before, come with this heavy type of transformer. This one, heavy metal box. These have a different way of telling you what's wrong with the neon. Whenever you have an old transformer, you turn it on and you may not see anything happening, but if you turn off the light, you're gonna see, let me see if I can catch it. You're gonna see that there's a little bit of lighting up. You're gonna see that the neon is kind of trying to light up, but it can't. It's very dim lit. Whenever you have an old transformer, this is what happens. But what happens is that only the good parts of the sign will light up, except the bad one. But you will see, if this happens with an old transformer, it means the transformer is good. It's only the broken section that's bad. So then, once you know what's wrong with the sign, like I said, if it were the transformer that's bad, you won't see any flickering, you won't see any partial lighting up. Everything will be dead. So the only thing you have to do is just replace the transformer. And I do have another video on how to replace a transformer. But in this case, you would only have to, first of all, as you can see here, each support has a tie wire. And you have to take out the section, you have to cut the wires. Disconnect the black wire from the electrode. Same with the rest of the bat section. So you took out the bat section. Now, to repair the bat section, you would have to send it to me or to somebody, or take it to an Ian shop to be repaired, or to make a new one. Once you have that unit repaired, you just have to install it, reconnect the wires, and the whole sign will light up perfectly. So that's it. That's basically the first step to repair a neon sign.